Hello YouTube viewers, subscribers, Facebook friends, Facebook family. Today is March the 21st, 2013. I want to welcome you to another edition of Joe's Politics 101. Today my subject is going to be a little bit on gun control. Senator Harry Reid is getting ready to bring a bill to the Senate floor that's going to have background checks in it and high capacity magazine rounds, limitations on those get out of the way, mutt, on it. I've been seeing reports that a number of Democrats, so-called blue dog or conservative Democrats from conservative districts, are hedging or preparing to hedge on voting for this bill. You know, I guess you could say common sense should outweigh ignorance in a way, but in particular I want to talk about my state senators. Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu and Louisiana Senator David Vitter, both of whom represent conservative districts. Mary Landrieu is a Democrat. David Vitter is a Republican. I don't blame anyone for trying to defend their job or to protect their job as per se, but when you run for office and you tell people that you're going to do things to make their lives better and safer, then you should do that. You should do the right thing by those people. This bill that's coming up is going to, make sure that everybody gets a background check, a good background check, not just some glazed over gun show background check where you take a piece of your driver's license number and you run to the sheriff's department and you get that background check to say, oh well, he's clean, because they don't know it all. They don't do it. The check should go through the state or maybe even national, NCIC, to make sure that these individuals don't have any hidden agenda in their backgrounds. A lot of times these departments or sheriff's departments get information, they'll take it there, they'll write it down on a piece of paper and maybe run it later. Well, running it later is too late to be done got the individual after he done bought a gun. And in some cases, I would imagine some of these gun shows don't even do a background check. They just sell you the gun outright, or private dealer type of thing. This bill supposedly includes something to do with people who buy guns and then sell them to somebody else. And I'm sure there's a lot of that going on in our area. People buy guns and then they'll sell them to somebody who may be a criminal on the street or some little young kid on the street. But I voted for Mary Landrieu since she first went to the Senate back in, I believe it was the late 80s or early 90s, whenever it was that she went there. In the last election cycle, I had some doubts about voting for her because of what she did during the health care reform bill. More or less made some kind of bargain for Medicare or Medicaid for the state of Louisiana, which I don't think was right, when she could have just did an up and down vote on yes or no on whether or not she was going to vote for the health care reform bill. But having said that, my message to Mary Landrieu, is do the right thing rather than fear somebody running against you that you think might defeat you because of a vote you cast in doing your job. Doing the right thing, to me, is more important than your job, than the reasoning. I mean, how can you not do the right thing when you know that in your district, in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, that people are being killed by some type of firearm every day. Every day. Now, they don't tell you how many times an individual's been shot. They don't tell you what type of weapon it was that was used. We just know that on an everyday basis, they find people in New Orleans, Louisiana, and Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, that have been killed with a gun. Okay? And just to take that a little farther, to the other people that's representing different areas. You know, Shreveport, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, all of the major cities have people getting killed on a daily basis with firearms. Some type of firearm is being used to kill a number of people. You know, at one time, we know New Orleans had a high murder rate. We know that Shreveport has had a high murder rate caused by firearms. You know, my message to Mary Landrieu and David Vitter and House of Representative member Stephen Scalise, or Stefan Scalise, who is, I know, a right-wing Tea Party type of guy. But he wasn't that when he started. That ain't the message that he was sending out when he started. So I remember him campaigning back, I think it was around 2001 or somewhere along in there, because I was helping someone else that was trying to run for the Senate. And Steve Scalise was one of those individuals. I wasn't helping him, but the message he was putting out back then was not right-wing, and it was not Tea Party. There was no Tea Party. But now he's one of them individuals who's a Tea Party person, and you know, depending on that type of constituency to keep him in office. But my message to David Vitter, Mary Landrieu, and Stephen Scalise: cast a yes vote on this bill that's coming out. I know Steve Scalise is in the House of Representatives, but Mary Landrieu and David Vitter should cast a vote yes on this bill that's coming to the Senate floor next week. That's my request to my state senators, David Vitter and Mary Landrieu. That is my message to you. And I urge anybody who see this video, who live in the state of Louisiana, in the district, New Orleans area, St. Tammany Parish, contact them. Call them at their phone and tell them to cast a yes vote on this issue. We all are hunters in the state of Louisiana, the majority of us. I'm a hunter. I own firearms. When I go hunting, I never ever take an AR-15 with me. I take a 243 or a 30-06 or a 30-30 rifle with me to go hunting, or a shotgun with a slug or buckshot. An AR-15 is not something you need to go hunting with. It's a military weapon. I own one. I have a 15-round magazine that goes to it, and that's all I need. But it's not, I don't use it to hunt. The reason I bought it is, I guess, because it was just something faddish to do. You know, something nice to have or whatever. But it's not for hunting. It's not a hunting weapon. You don't need 30 rounds or 100 rounds to go hunting. And we have our little militia groups running around here practicing in the woods and all of that crap. You know, that's just kids' games and kids' play until someone do something stupid and fire a fatal shot on someone that they shouldn't fire it on. God bless you. God bless America. Mary Landrieu, David Vitter, cast yes votes on this bill coming to the Senate floor next week. This is Joe's Politics 101. I'm out. God bless you. God bless America. Have a good day.